Martin Houston Show by calling us at 205-342-9904 or tuning into the Martin Houston Show on Facebook.
Welcome back into the Martin Houston Show. Overflow Express Wash, Overflow Express Wash. And you can go check them out at overflowexpresswash.com. They have those great wash packages starting at $12. They have the membership starting at $23.99. If you're just looking to get in and out, excuse me, and get a clean wash, you can go in and get that done for $7. Get your car clean inside and out as it comes with the free vacuum. They're great atmosphere, great environment, and a great experience. That's Overflow Express Wash. Andy Phillips and his team are looking forward to the opportunity to serve you. It's now time for us to have a little deal, no deal. We'll go to Fletch on the other side of the glass. We'll work you into the conversation, Pat.
Yeah, we're going to go ahead and get here. We'll go to Pat first. He wants to talk a little SEC football. Big news coming out yesterday about Mike Leach and who his quarterback will be.
Hey, Pat, sorry there, a little technical difficulties, but you're in with the Martin Houston Show. What's on your mind, man?
Yeah, Martin. That's what I wanted to talk about. Deal, no deal. Is Mike Leach going to be able to compete with a 6'5", 222-pound quarterback that had a 62% or so passer rating?
Mike Leach, as far as quarterbacks, has proven that at the college level, he can compete with just about any quarterback. So I'm not gonna be surprised at all if this guy doesn't come and challenge the record books. So in the SEC, so I'm gonna say deal with Mike Leach. Now, does that mean that Mississippi State's going to win, any more games than they normally do? I'll tell you that's based on who they schedule in the offseason. I don't think they're gonna all of a sudden jump past anybody that they were behind in the SEC West in the terms of Alabama, Texas A&M, or LSU. But I think they'll win 8-9 games with him because of the way he'll work his schedule.
Yes, I think it's going to give him a little bit of an upper hand over a whole lot of teams that he wouldn't normally have. But anyway, I think it makes it that much more important that we close with McKinley Jackson. Anyway, hey, have a blessed day, Martin Houston, and look forward. Hey, one other thing, have somebody in your congregation that's watching the weather Wednesday night because I don't know why the good Lord hit that church with a tornado in North Alabama, but it's happened before, and I don't think it was a good Lord that did it, but anyway, have somebody watching the weather for you Wednesday night, sir.
Yes, sir. We always do. We always do, and I appreciate that heads up for me, Pat. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
All right, we'll flip back over to you, Fletch, for a little more deal, no deal.
Yeah, I want to hit on. We'll start in college football and work our way into college basketball here. But on the football side of things, I want your thoughts. Obviously, there's going to be a quarterback competition again here in Tuscaloosa. It's going to be Mac Jones, Bryce Young, the two favorites. Talia, obviously, still in the running there. Paul Tyson's still going to give his shot to be on that depth chart. I want your thoughts, though. Deal or no deal, Bryce Young starts at least 3 games this year for the Alabama Crimson Tide, whether because of injury or because of other circumstances, or if he just becomes the starter.
If he starts 3 games, I think it's 2 reasons he starts 3 games. One is either injury or he just outright wins the game. I don't see Nick Saban, like if Mac has won the job and he's healthy, I don't see Nick Saban playing him. Starting him. Now, I do think that Bryce Young I think whoever the second team guy is going to play a lot. So don't be surprised if there's not packages for Bryce Young right out of the bat. If this kid is as good as he everyone's telling us he is, I don't think we'll have the same thing we had with Jalen and Tua, where we had Tua on the sideline the whole year only playing it. I think he will be good enough that Nick Saban will say, you know what, I got to be ready to win a championship, and I'm not going to wait till the last minute and all of that. So I'm going to say no deal on him starting 3 games because I think Mac Jones is going to win the job. And if I'm wrong with that, I'm okay with that as well. But we'll see. I haven't seen the kid play yet. Let's make a deal. After spring, let's ask that question because if he plays as well as Tua did in the spring, then I'll flip that answer because I think Tua played well enough in the spring to be a starter, but it didn't happen, of course.
Yeah, I think we'll revisit this multiple times before we get to the start of the season. But we'll move ahead here and get your thoughts again. Deal or no deal, Alabama's linebacking core will go from one of the worst in the SEC overall talent and depth-wise, just experience-wise even, to one of the best in the SEC. Just a year.
I think that this will be the within a team worst to first scenario. I think our unit, and I've really in this offseason I hadn't talked about him much, but I really feel bad for Shane Lee and Christian Harris to a degree because they had to practice and grow. They had to. The stuff they were doing on the field should have been happening at practice, and no one should have ever seen it. No one should have ever been critiquing it. Neither one of those guys were ready to be starters in the SEC. But coming back, you're going to have their experience. You're going to have Dylan Moses' experience. You're going to have Josh McMillan's experience. You're going to have the freshmen that are supposed to come in and be ready to play. I mean, guys that we're saying, even with Dylan Moses coming back, we're saying Jackson Bratton and DeMoy Kennedy are studs. So all of a sudden, Alabama goes from 2 guys. And don't forget, Markel Benton, he didn't play bad when he had his limited role. But I think that Alabama's defensive inside linebackers will go from at least on the team and maybe potentially in the league. I'm going to say deal worst to first story and as big a jump from the performance they had last year to this year as any unit in any league, in any conference.
All right, well, looking ahead to signing day, of course, just around the corner. We're getting prepared now. Alabama, of course, we know scholarships and how the numbers are crunched. It gets figured out every year, so we don't need to worry too much about that. But deal or no deal, Alabama signs and or flips at least 2 more players by the end of this signing period.
Sign and or flip, I would say deal because I think they're gonna get McKinley Jackson, and I think the big offensive lineman from Texas is still up in the air. The last time I read, I don't read on the recruiting every day. Probably should ask Pat, but I think they at least get McKinley Jackson and either the college kid or the Rakestraw kid from Texas as 2 signees. And so with that, I don't know if we're going to flip anyone else. It's interesting. Recruiting has changed so much, man. Now with this, of course, National Signing Day being on tomorrow, they've done a lot of work already, and their biggest focus is on 2021. But with that said, I do think that they get 2 more big names that are game changers. I think the two guys that they sign outside of the ones we have, I think will both be contributors in the fall.
All right, we'll wrap up here with a little bit of basketball. I'll ask you, with Alabama, 2-game skid, they need to get things right against Tennessee tonight, get back to winning. deal or no deal, Alabama will make the NCAA tournament in Nate Oates' first year.
Wow, you just threw me right on out there under the
But
bus.
on the bubble now, will they be able to get in there? The bubble is growing. There's a lot of teams right in that conversation. Alabama, close but not in yet. They really haven't moved much in the net ranking despite losing 2 consecutive games. But hey, will they be able to pull it out and get into the tournament?
All right, let's. How many wins do they have to get? Do you think to get there?
If you ask me, I think it's 18. I think
18.
18 is the magic number.
Okay, so they have
9
12.
Wouldn't hurt.
They have 12, right?
They do.
They have 12. So Tennessee win. Count them off for me. Tennessee win. Georgia a win. I'm going bold. I think the celebration of Wendell Hudson's jersey and being a home game, that LSU, they're going to beat Texas A&M at home. They're going to protect home court in Ole Miss. So how many more they need? They need 2 more, and they have to 2 more out of their last 4, which would be Mississippi State. I don't think unless Mississippi State changes, they're not going to beat Mississippi State at home. South Carolina and Vanderbilt, Missouri, they get in. They might even get to 20. They might even. I mean, the schedule. If they're sitting, if they can get through this streak with, 2, if they can win 2 of the next 4, and then, they'll have 6 games left that they could easily, their last 6 games, Texas A&M, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, South Carolina, Vanderbilt, Missouri. Technically, Herb being back by that Texas A&M game, they could go on a 6-game win streak.
That's what I'm thinking.
They literally,
Up well.
because they got a tough stretch. They can get Tennessee tonight. I think they can get Georgia at home. That'd be their their road win. Then Auburn, that's a tough one there. If they get if they beat Auburn, they're in. If they steal that one in Auburn, they're in. LSU at home is a tough one, but I think they can win that game at home if Herb is back. If Herb's not back, I don't think they beat LSU. And then the rest of them, the other 6, I think they can beat them with Herb and without. So, interesting. Deal. I'm going to say deal if Herb is back by Texas A&M.
All right, I like that answer. I think that's probably the most realistic, and you gotta hold it down here though without Herb.
You can't lose.
Back.
Yeah.
You need to utilize his defensive skill set. Everyone else has to step up and really carry you through this last little stretch of this. This 6-game little stint that we have here, the 2 previous that we've lost so far, and the next 4, that's the toughest little chunk of the schedule throughout the whole season. And then you get into that decline, like you said, where you feel confident that you can start rolling it off and get those wins, but you got to go into that with some momentum.
Yeah, you need to get a couple of these next 4. You really do, and beat the teams that you should beat, and that's Tennessee and Georgia. And then if you steal one of the other ones, it's gravy. And then you have a 6-game win streak where you need to get 4 to 5 wins out of the 6 teams that you could win all 6. So, but Nate Oates, I think he's done a great job. The question is, can he do it in the absence of losing one of his best defensive players and one of his leaders in Herb Jones? Peter Bolden, is he back tonight?
He will be back in limited minutes.
Limited minutes. So hopefully he can be a difference maker on the defensive end. We'll talk more about that. We'll give you our score prediction at the end of the show. You can be a part of the Stephanie's Flowers Be My Valentine promotion. Let me know what you're thinking in terms of the Alabama basketball program and what they'll do tonight. Give me a score prediction, and you'll be entered for a chance to win that $75 gift card, gift certificate to Stephanie's Flowers. Visit them online at stephanieflowers.com.
Tide 100.9.